'99. I'm gonna take you back to the old school, man. Hey, just cheers me, man.
Hey, who's that going?
Who is it?
So,
Must be easy.
hey, first off, I want to welcome y'all back to R&R Rap and Rastlin.
You know how it is.
And we're gonna do another episode here. First off, you know, we just want to send all of our love out and make sure y'all doing good. Where you at? Where you want to be? And make sure that you gonna keep that shit live and keep it going every day. Because
You know, it's
sometimes work is no play.
There is no work. Hey, sometimes you gotta no work and all play too. You flip the yin and yang and it happens. What would easy do? We always ask ourselves the question. Once again, this is Mr. Ryder. Call me what the fuck you want. As long as you put Mr. in front. And your girlfriend's favorite rapper, MC Various. And we're gonna keep it live. We're gonna do it from Northeast Portland. And we're gonna keep this motherfucker going like only we can. Cheers.
So yeah, we gonna keep sipping on. We got a little Jardine, you know, we keeping that shit going, you know. But pretty soon, I will say, I'm gonna hit a Jardine, and if y'all ain't paying, we ain't playing. Just
That's the whole point. Jardines give us a plug. You know why? Because we putting you on.
But they are hella cool. You know, it is good for anything, and you know.
Hey, Chico, I like your jersey.
I like yours too, man. Who is that?
I don't know. Is it Eric Dickerson?
I don't know. That's who mine is.
Is that well, I guess you have good taste because we might have to cheers again because that might be the greatest running back of all time. Is it?
You know what else tastes good?
What?
Anything out of a Jardine.
Hey, dude. Fucking Hey, speaking of Dickerson and going quick in Tecmo Bowl. How do you sue yourself out of Tecmo Bowl? My boy Eric Dickerson, he's wearing the jersey. He basically said, hey, Tecmo Bowl, if you ain't paying me directly, I don't want to be on your game. But you know what's funny about Dickerson? He was absolutely wild. They couldn't cut him out the game. That 3 months they dropped it, a lot of people got that copy. And Dickerson was on it. Who was one of the greatest Tecmo Bowl running backs? There was also Walter Payton. There was Walter Payton. I mean, Walter Payton was good too. We're talking about Tecmo Bowl.
But we definitely give a shout out to Eric Dickerson first of all. But
yeah, dude. 2,000 yards.
I'm gonna say when we talking about Tecmo Bowl, that's one thing. So you got me in these tournaments, and we go up and do these tournaments. I would call me Dirty South over there because I'm a Falcons fan. And
Dirty South,
you know,
baby.
And we did and I had Deion Sanders though. And almost outranked your ass.
Almost got Johnny Johnson.
Almost got him.
Almost did, but
now I shouldn't have. That's like a fluke. Fucking fluke.
Deion Sanders, another Tecmo legend. Tecmo Bowl had a lot of stars. And if anybody who loves Tecmo Bowl, like you and me, know. You know, Bo Jackson, another great.
You still got that game that I think I won it. You know, you won it and you gave it to me for driving up to Seattle.
Because you deserved it.
To the C-Town.
I love Seattle, and Tecmo Bowl tournaments take place from Seattle all the way down to
hold on. I actually, being in Seattle, man, there was some great Seattle rappers that I wanted to bring up. You actually played one of the songs, and they didn't even know who it was. And they're in Seattle.
Short story, I was in a football tournament, betting tournament, Tecmo tournament, and it's in Seattle, and all these people are basically from there. And they did not know. They knew Mix-a-Lot for one thing. Baby Got Back. And maybe Posse on Broadway. I played the song called Chief Boot Knocker. Much props. Much props. And I played Chief Boot Knocker in front of all these people at this tournament. And they were just like getting into it. Like, oh shit, what is this? I'm like, I'm from Portland, Oregon. And these motherfuckers don't even understand.
Know who their all-star is.
Well, you can't just listen. Hey, look, here's my point. You can go off this any way you want. If you're gonna like somebody and have them as like one of your favorites and like really listen to their music and follow their career, know more than just their billboards. Know their, what's that word you used last week? Catalog.
Oh yeah, catalog.
Know your artist's catalog. Sir Mix-a-Lot has a catalog.
Here's one thing too that I was talking about.
I love Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Like when we talk about Portland, right? Like when we talk about people, oh man, I'm trying to put Portland on the map. Like when we're talking about music. When we're talking about putting on music, oh yeah, we putting this on the map. We're putting Portland on the map. Cool Nuts already did that. So what are you talking about?
I love Cool.
You know what I mean? Cool Nuts did that shit.
Yeah, anybody talking about who they put Portland on the map didn't. It was Cool Nuts.
It was Cool Nuts. He already did that job.
Hey,
and he laced your boots to get you to where you need to.
Hey, Chico, were you ever born in '94? I don't think you were.
That goes into something else that I want to bring up because I feel like we need to, have a little more unity with the music scene around here, man. Cause
motherfucker, hey, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I got a good little repertoire. You know, I got CDs selling. You got your thing. You know, MC Various kills at shows. But other than that, like, other if you ain't known, motherfuckers don't let new people in Portland breathe. There's a lot of haters out there.
Let me ask you, who's some of your favorite Portland artists, man? Like, there's a lot out there.
Cool Nuts, Kenny Mack. Those are my two main ones.
Okay.
Mr. Devil. Mr. Devil from the Bomb Squad. Oh, I'm glad I mentioned him.
What about Alcee and Duck?
Alcee. You took the words out of my mouth. Alcee and Duck.
G-ism.
Organized with them two motherfuckers with my alma mater, Portland State jackets
Can't
on.
Be Caught. DJ
Can't be
Chill.
caught.
Chill is illest.
Hey, Luck. I'm gonna give you a shout out, Chico. Good shit. Luck from KBC. One of the dopest singers out of this motherfucker. I'll even cheers to you, Luck.
Rappers,
Remember that.
Well-rounded, man. Doing everything talented, most talented.
Well, people out of Portland laughed. Why? Because we had talent. We had a sound that no one else did.
We don't. And I would say the closest that even comes to it would be, Seattle and the Bay Area. It's our West Coast thing, man. We have that.
Yeah, because the Bay Area isn't LA. And the Bay Area never acknowledged itself as LA. The RBL posses, the Mac Dre's, and the E40s and legits are proud to be from somewhere else, not LA.
And
that's dope.
That's where we get. I feel like Portland is like the little brother of the two. Get out the room, man. Hey, what are you doing? We in here handling some shit. Get out the room.
Portland, but they sucked the game because they could hear it, right?
I mean, it's not like don't shun us. You know what I'm saying?
And
then we came out because I've heard like other things. Whatever. But anyway,
come on, dude.
You know
what it is.
Whatever. It's a cool thing. I just wish music scene was a little more involved with each other artists. And,
North to West, right?
Wasn't so competitive.
Like
when you look at when it was West Coast, right, versus East Coast, whatever, and that shit was horrible for some other people in that perspective.
Good for us.
I mean, it was cool.
It put Portland on the map because we could actually equivalate with some of this shit going on.
But then,
when you're stuck in between.
I'm just saying, I'm talking about eras, right? Like, East Coast had its era, West Coast had its era, and then South took over for a bit, bro. Like, South took over, bro.
Yeah, but they didn't take over for longer than.
They took the fuck over for a second.
Man, yeah.
And then it all just kind of came into a conglomerated sound.
What's always kind of funny is
a West Coast sound.
Well, you'll agree with this. They almost stuffed the South in the West Coast gangster rap thing. You think about it, and they did. Ghetto Boys, UGK, that's a West Coast gangster style. The East Coast did not utilize.
I'm gonna go off of what you said because, when I think about like one of my top lyricists in my mind is Ice Cube, and Ice Cube is from the West Coast. But then
we have our opinions on that.
He spread his shit. You don't think Ice Cube is one of the top lyricists of all time?
Let's cheers to Ice Cube. I don't hate Ice Cube. NWA for life. So.
But whatever.
No, but it's the truth. Look, just to make your point credible, Ice Cube went to where after he left NWA? New York to hang out with Chuck D and all that shit.
Exactly.
And Flavor Flav.
Eric Sermon.
Started wearing a beanie. Cut his hair because too goddamn.
Death Certificate. All that. That was like one of my favorites.
I love Cube.
That was one of my favorite albums.
It was what it was.
But Eazy-E definitely brought all that to fruition and made some of that stuff happen with NWA. Him with Jermaine, blah. He was doing that. And he just had a birthday September 7th. I want to say happy birthday to Eazy-E.
Well, it's kind of crazy. Like Eazy-E, I love you, my idol, but and his prodigy. Who's his prodigy? One of your favorite rappers.
Bone just had his birthday too.
Easy and Bone are synonymous.
September 12th had his birthday. One of my people that I idolized and you know, made into my you know, look up to.
Look,
probably hear
how about this?
In my music.
And you know, like Eazy-E put out great acts. JJ Fad, look, Bone, Above the Law. This is probably gonna be the only time I mention it, but Above the Law. Cole 187, KMG, rest in peace, and Cocaine. I mean, what are you gonna say?
Dude,
nothing.
Eazy-E had an eye for talent. That's what I'm gonna say.
Eazy-E had an eye for talent and had a super
even
dope.
had Black Eyed Peas that was signed to Ruthless Records.
And no one knows that. I'm glad you brought that up because he really did. We had him sitting on the bench. I get it, but he was getting sick.
Yeah, but he was getting paid with Bone. And fucking BG Knockout, Gangsta Drakester, Above the Law.
All of them.
You know, so there was other things going on that was, you know, maybe prioritized a little bit than Fergie.
I mean, yeah. I mean, and it always gets me a little bit emotional.
And that wasn't disrespectful.
He wasn't actually being disrespectful. He was telling the truth. Fergie was signed to Ruthless. You can Google it. No one knows.
Black Eyed Peas, but no, they were doing cool shit. They just had they were waiting for Lillard to, you know, stop making 3-pointers at the fucking lap of the buzzers. You know what I mean?
They were waiting for their
like, man, I'm never gonna get to play.
They were waiting for their Captain Kirk moment.
They were waiting for Dickerson to get hurt. They were waiting for Dickerson to get hurt, but he never did.
They might as well call Eric Dickerson and William Shatner Eric Kirk. That's almost as bad as fucking that dude on fucking what's that show you said with the Simpsons dude?
Oh, Family Guy.
No, god damn it, the fucking space one, the funny one with the crab and all that shit. Futurama. Oh, hey, Portland, Oregon, by the way.
Oh yeah.
And you know, I love the Simpsons. I love Futurama, but they motherfucking Zach Brannigan was the best fucking Kirk clone. It took all. It's like this motherfucker would just fuck a girl, a white girl, a black girl, a green girl, a pink girl, a
purple
bitch. And that's the truth because hey, you gotta let yourself go sometimes, and you gotta experience a lot of different things. So Captain Kirk did,
and it's actually
Captain Kirk.
Captain Kirk, and actually
love Shatner.
What's Mac Drake's song? What's that one that we like talk about? Whatever, maybe another episode. If you all know,
maybe not.
Put it down in the comments.
Oh, what Mac Drake talked about Kirk?
No, the Black Buck Rogers.
Buck Rogers is a whole other thing. Buck Rogers and Kirk were like the Reebok and Adidas and Nike of beats.
They would have been rivals. Like, man, why you fucking my house?
There's the Emperor, there's Vader, there's Kirk, and there's Buck Rogers.
Hey, y'all ho choosing up, I'm just saying.
Well, choose Star Trek or Star Wars. Hey, why haven't they run into each other? It's almost stupid. It's like, why haven't
like
AEW...
The multiverse?
Like Rick and Morty, baby. You don't want to bring that shit up, but why hasn't there been... I'm going to ask you a real thing. This is like a cool question. Okay. Why do you think there's ever been a Star Wars / Star Trek / movie like that?
Star Wars would have Darth Vader and he'd murder everybody. What are you talking about?
I don't think Kirk would have lasted a long time.
And I'm saying that as a intelligent person.
No, you're saying that like you know. I think Kirk would have hit on Amidala. And Vader would have chopped off.
Well, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't involve incest in the show.
Someone's fucking Leia. Hey, that's the role I want, Lucas.
It would have been
want it, George. Captain Kirk would have fucked Leia and probably not even took her out the chain.
He'd have been like, I'm sorry, but your hoe choose stuff. I mean, your sister.
And fucking the Skywalker just sitting there like, Daddy. Vader's like, you're on your own, kid.
He's like, actually,
you're on your own, kid.
We're all related.
You have the Force. You better. Hey, you know what? Space movies are great.
Anyways, hey, jump back into the
fucking shit. Hey, but anyways,
really though, I wanted to talk about some emotional shit that I saw on AEW a couple weeks ago, man. Like Like when CM Punk was going off about what he was doing and when he was talking about how he got hurt, how he was going through what he had and was talking about retiring, and then he was like, man, I thought he was ready. I mean, I almost had, you know, like it was a mixed emotions about what was going on.
You blow out your leg or whatever happens.
And then dude came out, shook that motherfucker, bro.
His coach.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Coach basically bitch slapped CM Punk.
Sometimes we need that in our lives. You know, sometimes we give up on our dreams. Sometimes we give up on what we're supposed to be doing.
Or sometimes they get. Hey, sometimes you get. Look, sometimes you get too content. You need a little motivation. You need a little motivation and a refresher course to let you know. You know, kind of how it is.
And sometimes you do kind of like, oh, well, I could do this other thing, like a fallback. And then you go back to your fallback and go, yeah, I could be working at the grocery store. I don't know. I'm just
like
saying.
Kurt Warner, like,
you know?
like the quarterback Kurt Warner for the Rams, working in a grocery store, and 2 years later he won a Super Bowl with the Rams. Yeah. I mean, life presents itself, and sometimes you just need to come and grab a life by the motherfucking
horns
or the balls, or fucking grab life by the fucking head and sock it. Because life don't love you. You better make yourself, you know, relevant. Do something. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Just do something.
And keep going.
Haters are out there. Lovers are out there. You can a lot of people can support you.
I've been going through some shit myself. And you know what I do? I wake up in the morning. I even have post-it notes on my mirror when I look at it in the morning to recognize myself.
Yeah, so we're drinking Appleton's, and R&R is great, but Appleton's, and I'm going to say this, and you're going to agree, is the absolute best rum out of Jamaica.
Oh, for sure.
And
actually, you know,
I'm about to go take a little break. I'm going to take a little break. It's always a tradition. I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to go make you a special drink.
For sure, I appreciate that.
Get the glasses ready, Chico.
Yeah, hey, they're ready. Jardine, everything. Just saying, Jardine, I'm gonna hit you up. I know your website now. Hold on, let me get it. JardineFoods.com.
You tell those motherfuckers they better motherfuckers start paying us. You know what I'm saying? Look at this fool straight out the bottom. So here's the thing. Get yours. I'm about to make this drink called the Calvin Candy. Is it a legendary drink?
So
New Orleans
remember
style.
in one episode we talked about a little game that we played with some friends. We were trying to explain it. We're gonna end up making the whole rules and making a board. Hopefully, maybe Jardine's my sponsor. You never know. I'm still plugging it. But,
Jardine is really good for more than one
really,
thing.
No, it is fun. You got your plate, and we'll put some instructions on how to play it in the
check it out
on probably our next episode.
Look, hey, Jardines, you better recognize. So check this out. Anybody want to go and have a real drink? What do you think about the Calvin?
Well, that's what we're making right now.
I'm about to fucking tell you guys the absolute best drink you can make, Southern style.
Rum.
It's Appleton rum. I'm gonna actually plug Appleton's a little bit. I've been to Jamaica twice, but check this out. You fill your glass like this.
How was your trip to Jamaica?
Huh?
How was your trip to Jamaica? Why are you explaining
My trip was Jamaica. There was just like a lot of drinking and a lot of smoking weed. Shit, the first time I went with my mom, you know, the second time I went with my girlfriend, that shit was just bomb. So look, and I learned about the Calvin Candy. So you fill it about half up with ice, and then my boy, you put at least, what do you want to say, 2 shots in this motherfucker? Probably. And that was actually pretty good for actually feeling it. Get me. Top.
Oh!
And then there's one more touch you got to drop it. And then there's one more touch you do to a Calvin Candy because you know it's really fucking good. You just do that. And then...
You got more outside the glass.
You know what? Sometimes you got to get it outside the glass to get it in the glass. You can go ahead and figure that shit. Actually, I'm going to put this right back. That's what it goes to. We doing this shit live. But then, I don't care what tea you like. I'm not repping Pure Leaf. But then you fill your shit up about half out.
This one is good.
And it's perfect. God, that was actually really perfect. I didn't have to work live, but it did. And you know what's funny? Woo! I don't miss. So remember that, Chico, and remember this: when you watch fucking R&R, you're only gonna get the truth.
But I'm gonna say it. I said it once before, and I'm gonna say it again.
What?
Leave a goddamn comment. I want to see more comments in the.
I want to
in
see
the
a
section.
subscription because you know when you get a subscription, it ain't like you dropping shit all the time. Look, you want a motherfucking notification, subscribe. You want to see more of this content and more shit we talking
like,
about?
Comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Make sure it goes back into your feed, so you know when we put some new shit on, it pops back up on your phone.
Yeah.
You can watch it, listen to it while you're sitting in traffic.
I want to ask you a real thing, homie. And we talked about this, and we didn't know if we were gonna go there, but you know, another thing. Rest in peace. A lot of people we looked up to died, and like fucking New Jack wrestlers, Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero.
You know, New Jack.
Hey, look, Perry Saturn, Rick Rude. You love Rick Rude? I loved Rick Rude.
Rick Rude's in my top 5, man.
Mr. Perfect.
Go back and look. Actually,
they're all gone
but
now.
I'm pretty certain Rick Rude's in my top.
Well, he is, I believe.
Put it in the comments if I was wrong.
Cheers, motherfucker. Cheers to the dead. And speaking of edgy shit, I need to bring this up, and you have to bring it up. Are you ready?
I wasn't ready to go there just yet. What I wanted to talk about, I know where you're gonna go, but here's what I want to do. I want to talk about New Jack for a second.
Oh, that's actually cool.
New Jack was one of the hardest people that I remember wrestling, and would take shots, take blows,
EC Dub.
So
EC Dub.
Let's talk about the story of New Jack for a second on this with his matches that fucked up some shit for a second. Now he was known.
Well, first of all, he came out
known for being a hardcore motherfucker. Bro.
And not only that is interesting, because he came out to Ice Cube and Dre, Natural Born Killers.
If it was
you understand that?
Brother Lynch is the New Jack of wrestling. Wrestling. No, New Jack is the Brother Lynch of wrestling. That's what I meant to say.
Well, it's the same thing. I mean, it's
but he is.
The underground gangster.
That motherfucker, bro. Like
they came out with that song though.
So
Natural Born Killers.
Anyway.
You don't
Fighting dude,
you even know what I'm saying.
He goes up. I do, man.
Thank you.
I'm just trying to.
You know that song though.
Of course.
Dre Cube, Natural Born Killers. This is probably your boy. I love you for that. Natural Born Killers, Ice Cube and Dre. If you ain't heard it,
check it out.
You might get fucking scared. Play on Halloween. Anyways, but yeah, back to your story in New Jack.
Okay, so dude was about to go do a move with him. They're probably a story up in the ground, you know, probably so.
Oh, dude, I'm talking about like I saw
12,
this match,
feet.
man, in high school.
Now, New Jack, in his interview that I saw, he said he didn't want to do it. Check it out, maybe I'm wrong, but he said I don't want to do the move. I don't want to do this. It's too high up. I don't want to take it.
Yeah.
So then man, we're already up here. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Throws bro off. He goes off and lands on his face. Now this is probably like a 280-pound motherfucker.
And not only that, he's like 2 stories up off the top of a little fucking college stadium, and he falls through tables.
Yeah, no.
He missed
on
the table.
Ground, he missed it. Body landed on his face.
Hey, ask Paul Heyman about that.
Gave the bro brain damage. Couldn't see out of one of his eyes. Then he goes back. He was out. Comes back.
Well, he was supposed to die.
Fights dude again.
Oh, yeah.
Put bro up on like 3 stories of scaffolding over shit. 3 sets of tables that's in the ring. Yeah. Throws him off, misses, and they go, oh man, hits the ropes, by the way, luckily.
No, if he didn't hit those ropes, he would have died.
No, he would have died.
I mean,
they asked New Jack.
People are fake. People are fake.
The people
Wrestling
say,
is real. If you're smart enough
Jack,
to get that, you're gonna get that. New Jack wanted to kill this motherfucker.
They asked New Jack.
He said, "Yeah, I want to kill him."
Hey man, you threw him way too far. Like you could have killed him. He said, "Yeah, I was trying to kill that motherfucker for what he did to me."
Yeah, and he did do something to New Jack. He fucked him up.
He fucked him up for life.
And New Jack.
Didn't want to do it.
Hey, an eye for an eye.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I want to be positive and all that shit, but that happened. That was a good moment.
It was fucking.
And
it's a crazy part of wrestling.
And rest in peace to New Jack. He's on my fucking man cave wall. I I know, I've seen that motherfucker, man. He just, Jesus.
Then also too, I seen Rey Mysterio's son coming out like with Ripley.
Rhea goddamn
looking
Ripley.
like Eddie Guerrero, the way he was moving around, the way he was doing his thing, fighting Edge. Now, Edge gave him the young buck move that
beat
time,
the shit out of him. It's called initiation, homie.
Yeah. And hold on.
Shit.
And yeah, go ahead and hit it. I'm checking the time real quick because
where we at? I gotta bring up something.
I gotta smoke a cigarette. I'm sorry, man. Whatever. It is what it is. But what it really comes down to is what I wanted to bring up before we take off this beautiful evening here in Portland. And by the way,
beautiful
when I
evening.
say Portland, it's Oregon, not Oregon. Just to let y'all know.
It's Oregon.
It's Oregon. We don't say it's Oregon.
Yeah, you know, I mean, that's what it is.
Just let y'all know. Just like
out of towners, I'm letting you know, Oregon don't work. It makes you look like you're from the south and ignorant. So just fucking say Oregon.
It just makes it sound like you don't know that you ain't from
shit.
there.
Obviously. So so don't come here.
But one thing I want to bring up is one of the greatest wrestlers that I always thought of all time was Chris Benoit.
You're serious.
Chris Benoit was one of my favorites. Man.
I don't even know where you
had.
go there.
I mean, he was kind of more my stature.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
He was a beast. You know, he did some horrible things in his life to some people that loved him, and
they didn't have the problem with Chris Benoit. As good as he was in the ring, you know what? I want to cheers to Chris Benoit, but I can't.
So see what
that's what really sucks because, like Paul Heyman said, it's like Chris Benoit. Yes, CTE. Football players have shot themselves in the head. They've murdered people. I mean, it's not even football, wrestling, football, any sport with contact. It's a risk. You know what you signed up for, but Chris Benoit, I mean, his finishing move, dropping on somebody with a headbutt, don't help nothing, do it?
No, it don't.
And not only that, Chris Benoit was so intense. It's like,
well, I think
plus
really,
steroids in the 90s.
Really, what we're getting at, I think in both of our conversations, is mental illness is a real motherfucking thing. And if you experiencing stuff and you haven't thought, there's numbers for people to call. There's things for reach out to your loved ones.
Cheers to that.
Reach out to and let them know what's going on.
If you're feeling like you played football, hey, I'm reaching out now as a football player. It's like, and I've had about 3 or 4 concussions in my career. Or you can have a concussion by not even knowing you have a concussion, like normal people. You know what I'm saying? Car accidents. Fuck, you don't know. You check for bruises and breaks, but your mind. Boom! You hit a steering wheel. Chances are you got a concussion.
Yeah,
concussions are way more serious than you think. I've had like 4 of them from the sport.
It's real shit.
It's real shit. And I hope I don't get that shit. God bless me. I hope I don't. But the thing is, CTE is a real thing.
Yeah. So when I say, hey,
you're not yourself
in the beginning of rap and wrestling, when we say, hey man.
You got serious real quick.
Hope you going out. Hope you living your best life. Hope you doing what you're doing in the right way. You know, those are things that we want to make sure that y'all doing. You know, and if you feeling whatever, man, make sure that you doing that shit in the right way. Reach out to your loved ones. Reach out. You know, if you got addiction. You know, certain things that's going on. Mental things going on in your mind. Some things that, because I've been there before, and I've had those moments. And you know, I would say, man, I wish I had somebody to talk to. Let's just say that. I wish I had somebody that I felt like I could talk to.
Hey, look, no one gets out of life alive, man. So that's the same. So you gotta stay strong. You gotta stay strong for yourself, and you gotta stay strong for the people around you who need you, especially if you have kids. Make that your motivation.
Absolutely.
And I'm playing. Speaking of kids, and you know, you got 3 daughters. It's like you get it.
Yeah.
You get it.
And you know, I'm not gonna lie. Seeing my daughters start school, kindergarten. You know, all 3 of them, of course. But that was the best part of my day recently.
That's pretty cool.
I haven't had that.
You know what? Cheers to your fucking kids and being a good dad.
They're long.
There's not a lot of them.
With my youngest, they're 6 years apart. So, you know, seeing that, you know, I haven't had 6 years to see that, and seeing that love when you go into the classroom and do all that, it's a little emotional. I'll say that. Yeah.
It is what it is, man.
But yeah, no, it was all love. It was all cool. Like I wouldn't have, maybe I wouldn't have been able to see that. Like that seems for me.
Hey,
and,
it's good that you did.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you got a motivation, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's your shit, motivation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my motivation is, you know, it is what it is.
I almost feel like I'm talking about some shit I wish I would have talked about a long time ago with you. You know what I mean?
I mean, you know, we talk about it.
I'm sharing it with you know, whoever watching. So,
and I guarantee people who are watching can feel you. Get it?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's down to the last roach, homie. And hey, I'm gonna say one thing, like the CTE shit. Chris Benoit, you were a good guy until the end, and you weren't a good guy. And just like fucking Paul Heyman said, man, I love Chris Benoit for a performer and like a person who does things, but as far as a man, fuck him. Because he killed his fucking wife and he killed his kid, then hung himself. Yeah. And I don't want to be morbid, but I mean, we dropped the real facts.
Kind of went out. And you know what's crazy about that?
It went out, not in a good way.
He was supposed to be at a match.
Yeah, with Eddie Guerrero.
And they hit him up.
Christ.
It was Eddie Guerrero was the fucking Heat. Eddie Guerrero hit him up.
It was exactly what you said it was.
Hit him up, was like, man, where you at? You're supposed to be here.
And he never answered. You know why he didn't answer?
Because he was dead.
Hanging from his weight machine. And you know what? I mean, it gets morbid. Life is not fun all the time.
Yeah,
sometimes you gotta explain to either your loved ones or people around you who don't understand it that what to look out for. If you've experienced whatever you've experienced, use what you've experienced to have other people soak in, right?
Life is
right.
It is.
Life is a what? Say that again.
Life is a struggle. It's just how you handle it.
Cheers again. Shoot, we could have ended on that one. But hey, what time we at? Hey, no, I'm gonna say one more thing about to end it.
Actually, yeah.
I'm gonna talk to Jardine.
I was about to end it.
What time is it?
It's real. It's
live.
It's live.
What time we at?
Time to go.
And so Jardine, you know, I love drinking out your mason jar. It's real nice to do, and you know, but if you don't start fucking talking about us, we're gonna start talking, or no, stop talking about you. So if we stop talking about you, you ain't shit. That's why your fucking shit's up in a fucking secondhand store, but it tastes really good. You want to get to that other level, man. We're fucking trying to plug it. And we're trying to get to another level too, so show some motherfucking love.
I think what we're really trying to say is some synergy. Synergy is what's going on here, man.
What does that word synergy mean?
It's when two companies work together, man.
Hey, but if you don't,
then it ain't kosher.